Vivi. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you are a returning subby, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give credit to Life with Patti and Kathy's Favorite Things for this lovely Tea Tuesday. If you're wondering what we are drinking, we have coconut cream tea with extra coconut and coconut cream Dr. Pepper. So if y'all never heard of it, it's really good. It tastes delicious. So in today's video, we wanted to do something spooky, and she gave me the idea for this, and this is my very special guest. I've known her since, I want to say,
2011? 12, maybe?
Is it?
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's a long time. We've been a thing for a really long time. Alright, so I don't know how well I'm going to be doing with this story time, but without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so this one takes place in my hometown, but I was living alone. It was just me and Jaziel. I lived in this cute little orange house. Well, cute up until this point. And we were hanging out at my place, and I just remember that it was already late at night. Wasn't it late?
Are you talking about that one night?
No, where? The truck.
Oh, that was.
We're gonna label this like the truck / cell phone story, because it didn't just happen once.
That one. Oh my god, that one was spooky.
From time to time, we would hang out for multiple hours on end. And on this occasion, we were so super tired at this point, and I was like, it's okay, we're gonna hit the hay, and you can stay in Jaziel's room, and Jaziel will sleep in my bed that night. Jaziel was, he's a little boy, so at that point in time, he had a basket full of toys that we kept in his bedroom. We didn't have them in the closet or anything, quite literally next to the television. This is probably where you're gonna tell your end of the story.
As soon as I walked in, there's a toy box right next to the TV and next to the door. I was getting Ariel in bed, and I was getting myself ready to just go to sleep and stuff, and then all of a sudden I hear bah, bah, and it was like the truck like doing the little noises and stuff. It was a monster truck,
Battery powered.
Yes,
battery powered.
I was like looking to see if it was like if something was pushing on the buttons or anything, and I couldn't find anything. It was just the truck by itself. And then it started, I think it was moving too at one point. Like it started moving by itself. And I'm like, oh hell no. So I kicked the truck out of the room.
So, you did? You put it outside the door.
Yes.
I remember now. Yes, because the next morning I saw the truck just by the doorway, and I was like,
in the hallway.
And I was like, well, maybe Ariel, her daughter, kept wanting to play with it. I was like, and maybe she was like, go to sleep, and like that's what I assumed. But little did I know, because the next morning she was telling me what had happened.
It freaked me out.
Did it wake up?
No, it didn't wake her up. But there was I don't know if it was the same night or a different night.
I think it happened multiple times after that. Yeah. But it would only happen with you.
That, and then there was one night where like I was asleep, but it was like kind of like you're falling asleep, but you're going to sleep, but you're still awake. I had this like weird, ugly feeling, and I felt something grab my hand and scratch
at my house?
Yes.
Shut up.
I'm not joking. It scared the out of me. Like I was, oh my god, I want to cuss.
I'll bleep it out.
It scared the crap out of me. Like, and I when I woke up, whenever I like opened my eyes, I was like, what is that? Because I thought something was like grabbing my hand, because I felt like claws and everything, and like trying to pull me out.
I want to note something, because these houses were so old to the point like asbestos was a thing. So like they give you a pamphlet like, oh, you want to live here? Here's your little pamphlet. So I don't even want to imagine how many people passed away in that house.
Yeah, like, for real.
I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it.
It was really, really freaky. It scared me when I woke up. Like I still felt the pain. Yeah, I had like the scratch marks, and I still felt the pain.
Did you ever tell me this, or did I just like want to forget it?
You wanted to forget it. You're like, don't even talk. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm like, okay, I understand.
Oh my gosh.
It was so scary.
So
you probably blocked it out.
Oh my god. I got chills. That's crazy. Okay, so that happened on multiple occasions with the truck. It would just turn on, it would spin, and then you would just do the exact same thing.
Yes, I would just park it outside.
You're like, not here.
Not today.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's another time where, again, we were up late, we were hanging out, chilling, having fun, listening to music. I started hearing what sounded to be like a phone. And it wasn't like the ringtones that you have nowadays on cell phones. It was like it would be one of those phone calls that you would hear and be like, oh, that's a vintage phone. I just turned and looked at her, and I was like, we like paused the music, and I was like, do you hear that? And I'm talking, it is late. It is really, really late at night. I'm pretty sure it wasn't 3. No, it wasn't 3 a.m.
It was pretty late though.
It was late. Both me and her started walking through the hallway like they do in the scary movies where they're just like, you know, and we came to like the bathroom. It's like little 2 doors, like right at the little corridor that leads to my bathroom. And a phone that I had not used in almost half a year was going off. There's no reason for anybody to set an alarm for 3 a.m. or for anything. There should be no reason as to why anybody would set up a phone at 3 a.m. to wake up. I looked at the time, and this is another thing. This is where I lost it. I like completely was like, no. But when I looked at the phone screen, the time, I kid you not, was 3:33, and I kept emphasizing that to her. I was like, it says 3:33, yeah. And I just wait. I like snapped it in half, and I was like, no way. And it was still going off. It was still, like, even though I did this, and
juice at
it
that
shouldn't
point.
know, because at some point your phone does run out of battery. Something like that would eventually just, the juice would be dead, right? And I hadn't charged it in who knows how long. But why it went off at the time that it went off, and it wasn't even that time. It wasn't even 3:33, that's for sure. And
that
I was
was
like,
strange.
yes.
It was really strange.
And then there was another time. You're gonna so you're gonna probably remember, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I was so upset with you. We were sitting in my kitchen again, hanging out, chilling, listening to music, and then all of a sudden you hear I got so scared. She takes off down the hallway, like on the corner of the kitchen, and she's like, and I was like, get over here.
No.
And it's late again, and it's dark. We're just the 2 of us. After that knock, I went, got scared, and I was like, B's got my back, and I turned back around. She's not even there for me. She was like, bye. Why I opened the door, I shouldn't have, but I heard a woman's voice. Like, if it would have been a man, I would have left it closed, right? Like, no, I'm not going to answer that. Why I opened the door, who the heck knows? But I did. And I was like, hello? And she was just like, it's Crystal or something. I don't even remember her name. It was my neighbor. It was a female neighbor. And it's dark, and I can barely see her face, and just the very little bit of light from the porch is turned on. I was like, yes. And she was just like, my son didn't steal your iPod. Because yes. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember. So annoying. I
had an iPod that I had left charging in my car because the next day I was supposed to go on a trip, something or other. And then that morning I was like, where is my iPod? Someone had broken into my car, and they had taken my iPod. The only thing that I could think of was the neighbor's son, because he would always be wandering around my yard. I don't know what he was doing, but he would be very sneaky and be...
And we caught him too one time.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it was really, really strange. He was such a strange young man. I don't know of anybody else that would wander around my yard that would need an iPod. I had asked her husband if he had seen anything or if he knew that his kid was wandering, and he's like, well, around the times that you're mentioning, he should be in school. Oh, maybe he's skipping or something. Who knows? But I was like, all right, well, I had an iPod missing. I was like, if it comes up, please let me know. I was like, I really don't trust your stepson. I didn't mean to sound rude at all, but word got back to that lady, and she was very upset. And I wasn't accusing him. I just said, if it turns up, I am missing an iPod and whatnot. But she had, why would someone wait that late to talk to, like, I would have been like, I'll just wait till the morning and ask my neighbor. So, no, she had and it was like 12, maybe
late.
1, so late, and she spooked me. Oh, and that's another thing. I mean, this is another reason why, like, she would always be over too, because I never wanted to be alone in that house. In the backyard, I also had a stalker dude.
Yes.
Do you remember that? He got arrested. I had one of the neighbors call the cops on him because how creepy he was being. And my dad would park his truck in the driveway so that people would assume, like, someone was there with me.
Right. Yeah.
Super creepy house. Super, super creepy house. But I figured I'd share that story with you guys. And I was like, if I forget any details, she'll help me out, because I have a hard time with stories. I get details confused quite often. Like, I mix my stories. I mean, it's right. It's just mixed up.
So many spooky times there. They all blend together. It's just like the truck thing would always scare the crap out of me. And then that ugly dream thing. It was just like the ugliest thing I ever felt there. Like the ugliest.
Like paranormal, like super paranormal.
Those houses were built like in the 50s, weren't they?
I think they're older than that.
Really?
I mean, asbestos days, I don't even know what date that would trace back to.
I think like the 70s. Maybe I'm wrong.
So I had the camera turned off, but then we kept elaborating on the story. You were saying, okay, so you said we have 2 windows in this setting. Jazel's old bedroom.
Like I was telling you, I was laying on my stomach closest to the window to the edge because I was afraid of my daughter falling off the bed. I was laying on my stomach and I had my arm off the side of off the edge of the bed, and what I felt was like something grabbed me and just pulled down, and it scared the living crap out of me. Like,
and I even asked her, I was like, why would you not come and get me? Like,
I didn't.
Like, if it would have been me, I would have been like, nah, girl, like, you need to wake up. Like, look. We were laughing about it now, but at the time
it
that
was
it was
scary.
Oh, yes. But speaking of scratching, I remember that Jazel and me were in my bedroom. Jazel would hardly sleep in his bedroom anyways, because most of the time he would be at my parents', or he would sleep with me, because I never wanted to sleep alone. I would be too freaked out, and I'm scared of the dark. I'm a grown woman, okay, but I'm still scared of the dark. Anyways, I was sleeping, and it was a deep sleep, and I just remember hearing to the right-hand side of me, and it would just progressively get faster and like louder.
Was it on your wall? Like
on my
headboard?
closet. On my closet.
Okay.
I honestly felt like it was maybe something that I was dreaming, so but anyways, the sound kept getting louder and louder and louder, and for a second there I thought it was Jazel playing around with the wall or something. I don't know. Eventually became too frustrated with it, and I was just like, can you stop? And I yelled it. Mm-hmm. Like, I yelled it out because I just did. And then when I came to and I sat up in bed, Jazel was sitting up in bed and his little eyes were open facing the closet.
Oh man.
And I said, what did you see? And it's like he took a little bit to respond. Like, I was just like, Jazel, he finally like came to, and what he said dragon.
Oh my god, that's scary.
He said dragon.
That gave me chills, because that's not a dragon. Oh my god. I wonder if that was the same thing that clawed me.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
with
god.
The scratches.
Oh my god.
Did you not?
I got the chills.
Isn't that crazy?
I got the chills all the way up to my cheeks.
Same here. Same here. I got chills on my neck. That's why I was like, should I record this? Yes. That's why I was like, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. But like, nothing happened to me, but I'm saying like the fact that it would like tamper with you.
I will never forget that.
But I kid you not, because I knew whatever Jazel had seen, he had seen it because he was looking in that direction of the sound. Alright, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed these story times, and if I was bad at it, I'm really sorry. I would love to hear some of y'all's spooky stories, and if y'all could let me know, I would love to read y'all's stories, and y'all can give me a little bit of what y'all have experienced with Halloween coming up, y'all know, and I will catch y'all on the next one.
On the flip side.
Bye.